Put your hands together with mine, get it together. Hey, we got a few surprises in store. Just put your head round the door, get it together.
You know, Meg, I've got a funny feeling.
Yeah, so have I. It's like waiting for a storm to break.
The lull before the storm, they call it.
Look out, everyone! Look out, here I come!
I think the storm's on its way.
Oh, sorry I'm late, everyone. I bet you missed me, didn't you? Singing a bit flat there, weren't we?
What?
Was that drummer playing with one hand again?
Oh,
I didn't tell you why I was late, did I?
No.
Oh, what a carry on at home with me mum. Oh, she's under the doctor again, so today he told her to rest her left wing that she had all the trouble with. So she stood on a branch and dozed off up in a tree. Well, she got the cramps in her claws and they seized up tight. Then she went off balance and she went round and round like a propeller. Screaming her head off she was, hanging upside down. Had to send for an ambulance and the driver winked at me and you know what he said?
No?
He said, I don't think she's got the talons for this. It's a joke, see? I don't think she's got the... Shouldn't you be introducing our first guest? Come along, move it, Meg, my little magical mulberry.
Oh, right. It's the TSDs.
Music, maestros, please.
Thanks very much, the TSDs. And that record was Dance Card from Mary Wilson.
And we've got our first request here, and it goes to Angela Angus of Harrow and Wealdstone with love from her mum and dad.
And it's also for all Tenpole Tudor fans.
Yeah, I think it's got a funny title, hasn't it?
Just a bit, it's Throwing My Baby Out with the Bathwater.
One more day, 3 more Daylight come and I wanna go home. Worked all night on a drink of rum. Daylight come and I wanna go home. Stack banana till the morning come. Daylight come and I wanna go home. Come, Mr. Dally Man, dally me banana. Daylight come and I wanna go home. Come, Mr. Dally Man, dally me banana. Daylight come and I wanna go home. There is an island in the sun where my people have toiled since time begun. Though I might sail on many a sea, your shores will always be home to me. Oh, island in the sun, willed to me by my father's hand. All my days I will sing in praise of your forest waters and shining sand. Here are songs everybody knows. Daylight come and I wanna go home.
Coconut woman is calling out, and every day you can hear her shout. Coconut woman is calling out, and every day you can hear her shout. Get your coconut water,
Coconut,
man, it's good for your daughter.
coconut,
Cocoa got a lot of iron,
coconut,
make you strong as a lion.
coconut.
Miles away when the nights are gay and the sun shines steady on the mountain top, I took my trip on a sailing ship, and when I reached Jamaica I made a stop. But I'm sad to say I'm on my way, won't be back for many a day. My heart is down, my head is turning around. I had to leave a little girl in Kingston town.
Here are songs everybody knows. He said that, he said that, he said that, he said that, he said that. Daylight come and I wanna go home.
And all that came about because of this request. And it was from Ivy McClements of Downpatrick, who wanted it for her grandson, Stephen Ayres. And also for Audrey, Ailson, Nicola, Lee, Sam, Natasha, Graham, Doreen, Faye and Gordon. Wow.
And here's another dedication, this time from Olga Gonzalez for her brother Francisco from Tenerife, and also for Andreas Marcu for his birthday. Happy birthday. Here's the jam.
Steps I want to cross an empty dream. I looked across this world, there's no one to be seen. This empty feeling turning quietly walked away. I saw no one below, no love was in my eyes. I stared a century thinking this will never change. As I hesitated
was just thinking, you know, Get It Together really get the ace groups on it, don't they, Northie?
Yeah, when you think, Ollie, in our time we've had such great bands as Matchbox, David Bowie, the late great Mark Bolan.
What great names and what memories they all bring back.
Yeah.
I just hope you won't freak out when you get to hear the greatest of them all and about to appear on this very programme.
About to appear? I didn't hear about any supergroup. Who are they?
Wings. Just remember the name. Wings.
Wings? You mean you've got Paul McCartney on the show? That's great, Ollie.
Paul McCartney? No, Wings is my group. I've just got them together and I'm the lead singer. I've got 2 old crows doing the backup harmonies, got a big red rooster on drums, a right hooligan I should add.
Yeah, but Wings is what Paul McCartney calls his band.
What a rotten liberty from someone who should know better. I wouldn't think of calling my band Arms now, would I?
Well, I suppose it doesn't matter now, because Wings have broken up.
Hey, talking of Wings and breaking up, you know my mum broke her wing last year and she had to go down the hospital.
Yeah?
Well, he didn't set it proper like, and now one wing is lower than the other.
Oh, is she still a patient?
No, she's got no patience at all. She gets in a rare old state if she flies too fast. She goes in a circle. It gets smaller and smaller. She's frightened of disappearing.
Oh, I bet that can give her a few problems.
Well, she can only turn right and not left, so she has to work out how to get there before she leaves here.
Yeah, I can imagine. I suppose she's got to set off in the opposite direction to which she's going, so she can keep turning right to get there. That's if she ever gets there at all.
Well, last week she told me she was coming down to Get It Together. Well, she couldn't work out the flight plan, and she finished up on play school. They put her on Pet's Corner. Hey, they don't allow the pets to talk on play school, you know. It's the rules, honest.
I wish all the time that you weren't allowed to talk. You know, Ollie, I sometimes think it would be really nice if you just made noises like an owl. I bet you can't even remember what an owl sounds like.
That's something you never forget, Roy, me old mate. It's built in, the old jungle training.
Yeah?
It's the first thing you learn. Sit in the old tree, wait for the sun to go down, open your eyes and go, tweet. Cock-a-doodle.
Great excuse for an owl, you are, aren't you? How about moo or woof 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 or nee or bark, 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 bark. Yeah, what a twit you are.
That's it. To it.
Ollie's group indeed. Okay, well now it's time for one of the most requested groups on the programme, but it's especially for Gareth Powell, Chris and Richard of Cardiff, from Kim Gould and Karen Willis of Hampshire, and from Charles and Jean Brown of St Anne's-on-Sea, and it's a dedication for her parents, Mr. and Mrs. James Birchall of Oldham. So here for all of you, is Showaddywaddy.
Teardrop fall. I hear your footsteps down the hall, walking away from me. Why did you say goodbye? Why did you make me cry? Haunting memory. I pray that you come back to me. But as I say my evening prayer, I hear your footsteps on the stairs, walking away from me. Why did you say goodbye? Why did you make me cry? Chain gang, that's the sound of the men working on the chain gang. I hear something saying, working on the chain gang. That's the sound of the men working on the chain gang. Now all day long they work so hard till the sun is going down. Working on the highways and byways and wearing the frown. You hear them moaning their lives away until you hear somebody say, "Why don't you know?" That's the sound of the men working on the chain. Yeah, that's the sound of the men working on the chain. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I'm going home one of these days. I'm going home to see my woman, whom I love so dear. But meanwhile, I got to work right here. Why don't you know? That's the sound of the men working on the chain. Yeah, that's the sound of the men working on the chain. Yeah. Whoa. Oh, my, oh, my. My work is so hard. Give me water. I'm thirsty. Oh, well, my work is so hard. Oh, don't you know? That's the sound of the men working on the chain gang. That's the sound of the men working on the chain gang.
Thanks, Showaddywaddy. Great performance.
Right, and that brings us up to going home time. See you next week.
Yeah, I hope so. Bye.
Bye.
Get it together, all together. Now let's have a good time. Put your hands together with mine. Get it together. Hey, we got a few surprises in store. Just put your head round the door. Get it together.